trading, NASDAQ ahead 255. This is CBS News.
Looking for spring jewelry looks? Find them at Jewelry Television. New customers get $20 off purchases of $99 or more at jtv.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Couponing. Wow, you didn't strike me as the coupon type.
Just trying to stay ahead of inflation. Gas, groceries, everything. It's all more expensive. I need to save wherever I can.
Have you tried Upside yet?
Upside? What's that?
It's a free app that I use that pays cash back for every gallon of gas I buy. You've got to buy gas to get around anyway. Might as well get paid for it.
Come on, does that really add up to anything?
I've already made around $200. The extra cash helped pay down my bills, and I even had a little extra left to treat myself.
And the Upside app is free?
Totally free, and the cash back is real. You can transfer the cash right to your bank account.
I'm downloading Upside right now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST for a 25 cents.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
Rutherford County.
Wednesday morning here on the Roundtable on WGNS. Chip Walters with you from Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates, and the Blue Radio Network on a Wednesday morning. It is not as cold today as it has been the last couple of mornings. I'm sitting there putting my socks on and the last couple of days, and it says it's like 23 degrees, and it's goodness. But today we're going to get up to about 60, and then it looks really nice for the weekend. We are going to get some rain. And, Brian, that will be coming in, what, this afternoon and overnight?
Yeah, it looks like afternoon, overnight. Not expecting anything severe with this. Just you may get a thunderstorm, but it's not going to be one of those things we get warnings for, things like that. So everyone thinks when there are thunderstorms in the forecast and when we're almost in the spring that, oh, it's severe weather.
Get your bicycle helmet.
Yeah. So, but not the case with this coming in here for sure.
Okay. All right. What do you got coming up district tournament-wise and region tournament? We're rolling.
Yeah, district tournaments wrapped up last night.
Okay, gotcha.
So boys champions were crowned and some upsets. There was Laverne boys got their first win of the year over Smyrna in the tournament and consolation game. These were tournaments that they didn't know whether they were going to play. They thought they were just going to seed out from the regular season and go into the region tournament. The Oakland boys,
when you got a 4-team district, and gotcha.
And the Oakland boys beat Rockvale last night, the 1 seed. So we had upsets in both tournaments in the boys. So I don't know.
So it's going to make well, and then you've got what's really cool is you've got an all Rutherford County region, and that's kind of fun. It's kind of a throwback to the old district 23 or whatever it used to be back in the day.
Yeah, that was before my day.
Yeah,
so that was
too.
Back in the ancient days, I guess.
Back in the Monk Montgomery days.
But all of these teams will be playing on Friday. Girls one game, higher seed. Boys on Saturday. Then Monday, the tournament with the semifinals goes to Siegel. And folks ask, what is the best night of high school basketball? It's probably the region semifinals.
Region semifinals, no question about it.
Yeah,
I would agree because that is, the region finals. If you make the region finals, you'll stay. You're going to play another game no matter what.
Correct.
But region semifinals is everybody's good, but that is the do or die night.
region semifinals.
Yep.
You've got,
that'll be what, Monday?
You're one of 32 teams. So
yeah, that's right.
Monday girls and then Tuesday boys.
Okay.
And then girls Wednesday championship and boys on Thursday. Then it's sectional on Saturday, not this Saturday, but the next.
Saturday week.
Yep. And we've got a new group of opponents. So district, this region will be playing, Independence, Columbia, Franklin. So just traveling
you
next door to
Williamson. You will not be
Williamson.
going to the Chattanooga area. You'll be staying here in the mid-state.
Yes.
Which I think that'll be good.
It is a good thing in terms of travel and things like that. And that's a tough district over there, or two tough districts. So should be fun.
All right. Well, be sure and tune in. Brian always keeps you up to date. John Dinkins just kind of hangs around and does things with Brian. So there you go. All right. We're talking about the Community Foundation of Rutherford County today and their big event. Kelly Rollins is here. And to kind of set the table a little bit, number one, the dates of the rodeo are going to be
March 6 and 7.
March 6 and 7.
6 and 7.
That'll be next week. That'll be late next week. What, Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday evening. Doors open at 5:30.
Okay, so we got that. We will circle back. We will circle the wagons and come back and get to that. But want to talk about kind of set the table here. Just the Community Foundation of Rutherford County, and I think this is our third year to kind of get together this time of year and talk about the rodeo, but also just kind of give folks a reminder of what the Community Foundation of Rutherford County is and the reach that it has within this community, which is unbelievable. So and part of that is why you are involved and have been involved with it for a while. But what is the elevator speech on how the Community Foundation of Rutherford County came to be?
Well, thank you, Chip. First, let me say thank you for having me on your show, and WGNS, Brian. Thank you for having me again this morning. I think I was up here a couple of weeks ago with Andy Herzer.
Yep.
But it's always we're very appreciative of WGNS, local community radio station, and the things that y'all do to support our community. And again, thank you for having me on. Community Foundation, just simply stated, we're a savings account for our community. We run an endowment with a corpus of funds that is built over time through donations, through our fundraiser, the fourth annual CFRC Rodeo coming up here in just less than 10 days now, or a little week and a half, we'll say. But it's just simply stated, Chip, it's a community savings account. We take in money and we exist because we give money back out to local nonprofits. We have a vetting process through our discretionary grant process that a vetting system that gets that money to where we feel is needed the most.
Yeah, and you've been part of it for how long?
My wife and I were both founding donors. There wound up being about, I think originally we tried to round up 18 folks to kick this thing into gear. Mm-hmm. It wound up being almost 30, I think 28 folks with 3 corporate sponsors, Pinnacle, NHI, and NHC.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been around since, I think, about 8 years now. Okay. So, and there was obviously someone or somewhere thought there was a need and to do this because, there are lots of nonprofits and, we had Megan Flippin on the other day and with her Center for Excellence that she is now the CEO of and helps nonprofits along the way. But to be that community savings account, there had to be someone who was that early on driving force. And you mentioned Pinnacle, NHC, NHI, all jumped in there. Who was the one that kept stoking the flame? Well, that's easy to answer there. That was Steve Flatt. Yep. Steve's the CEO at National Healthcare Corporation, NHC. Steve was on the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee board in Nashville. And with the growth of Rutherford County, Murfreesboro, and the entire Middle Tennessee area, we just felt that it would be beneficial to start our own affiliate organization here. And Steve led the charge on that and just did an incredible job bringing a group of people together. I'm very honored, my wife and I, to be a part of that group that all put in some initial dollars to create a corpus of funds. That took place back in 2017. However, we did not give our first community grant out to 2018. Mm-hmm. And since then, we've given back about 27.7%, to be exact, of everything we've taken in. And we're very proud of that number, mainly because the Internal Revenue Code says we only have to give back 5%. So we've given back 5 times the amount that we're required to give back based on the Internal Revenue Code and what it takes to stay qualified as a public foundation or endowment.
Yeah, well, give me a little primer on that from a business standpoint. You get back 27.5%. The other part of that, obviously, there is a cost of doing business. Is that from an operational standpoint? Is it? Do you have any professionals, or is it pretty much volunteers that kind of run it?
As we are today, we're 100% volunteers. And that's something we're very proud of, and something we often speak of.
Yeah,
it's as we continue to grow the foundation, I'm not sure if we'll be able to continue that, but right now we're 100% volunteers, and we started a guild a couple years ago, a Friends of the Community Foundation or Champions of Community Foundation, and we've got about 30-something in our guild, and they really have stepped up and played an important role in what we're doing in the community, and especially as it pertains to the rodeo and volunteerism and those type things, because rodeo's become a big event, and it takes a lot of horsepower to pull it off.
There you go. There will be plenty of horsepower and bull power. We'll leave it at that. That'll be coming up next week on the 6th and 7th. And you guys took over this rodeo. This will be the 4th year. Do you feel comfortable yet in the shoes of running this event? Because that was a big deal to take over, and you knew that there was a huge upside for the foundation, but it is not. It is not a laborless event by any stretch.
Well, you're 100% correct, and we're learning every year and trying to make the rodeo better. The great news is we contract with Lone Star Rodeo Company out of Crofton, Kentucky, and the Knowles family has been doing this for 77 years.
And they are really good at it.
They are, and they're great people. I don't know if I've ever dealt with anybody any more pleasant to deal with than Rachel, their CEO, and I guess she's 3rd generation now for the family. But they, how it works, Chip, is they take care of everything inside of the rails. We do the promotion of everything outside of the rails. So we sell sponsorships. This year, for the 2nd year in a row, Rollins Excavating is our presenting sponsor. We've got NHC back on board, TDK, the Keach family out there supporting us for the 2nd year in a row. NHC's been on board from day one. The Swanson family, Mitchell over at Five Senses does our food in the VIP room for us. MTSU does a great job. Krebs Kubota, MTI, Middle Tennessee Infrastructure, the Carroll family, Han Development, just a whole. We have sold 57 sponsorships this year, so that's a record for us, and it's going to be a record year. But it takes a lot of boots on the ground. Mm-hmm. Something has to drive those horses. So it is a big event. There's a lot of moving parts to it, and we're trying to host the best rodeo that we possibly can right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Well, in the last few years since you guys took it over, I think you basically sold the place out both Friday and Saturday a year ago, and I'm sure you're well on your way to doing that again this year.
We are, and ticket sales are right where they need to be. But if you're looking for tickets, please go to cfrocc.com cfrcrodeo.com. That's CF as in Community Foundation, RC, Rutherford County, Rodeo. cfrcrodeo.com. Get your tickets now and go out to Cavander's Boot Barn and get your Western wear on and be ready to come out to the rodeo. If you haven't been to a rodeo before, or if you've been, it's been a while since you've been, grab the family and come on out either Friday or Saturday night, or if you like, come both nights. But if you're looking for a wholesome family event, and I hear often that, America's missing just good old down-home family fun events, well, look no further. The 4th annual CFRC Rodeo has got your name all over it.
Yep.
So get your tickets, and we hope to see you there.
Hey, the thing is, you can dress completely in your Western wear, or you can go out there in shorts and tennis shoes. It doesn't matter. It's all you're gonna have a good time, and kind of talk about number one. Let's talk about ticket prices and what families can do to get in.
Again, go to cfrcrodeo.com and get your tickets.
Everything's online.
Everything is online, and adult price is $25, and a young adult is $14, and 6 and under I think is $4, and that's. The adult is $27.50, which includes the fee. So we feel you can grab your family up and come to the rodeo for less money than you can take them to the movies. So The great thing is when you get there that we've got a lineup of some of the best food in town. The food trucks, people love the food trucks. So got Slick Pig back on the docket again, and
they wouldn't be making any wings out there, would they?
They do a little bit of everything. The fried bologna sandwich is. is mine and I guess Cindy's favorite, but we'll have to get us something over there from Matt. But we try to hit. There's several really good food trucks, and Texas Twister may have some of the best lemonade you've ever put in your mouth, or lemonade-based drink. They can put a Texas Twister on a drink. That's for sure.
Well, it might have a little extra horsepower in it.
Well, not really. We do have a little extra horsepower up in the VIP room. Our sponsors get VIP room tickets, and there's a little extra horsepower up there per se. But
I understand. Well, and the other thing people want to know about, kind of right off the bat, and we'll kind of jump into it a little bit more, but when you buy your ticket, talk about parking, and they want to know, if they haven't been out to Miller Coliseum. The staff out there, Daryl and the crew, do a really nice job. It's a very clean facility that is set up, and there is a ton of parking out there adjacent to the building, and you won't have to walk more than 2 or 3 minutes from anywhere on the property that you park to come in.
That is correct, and we do a really nice job with our way signage. Excuse me, coming in off Thompson Lane from both directions there. Our VIP sponsors get VIP parking, and that is the paved area is reserved for our sponsors.
Mm-hmm. That's right there in front of the building.
It is.
Yeah.
And just a short walk away is our general parking area, sponsored by Ascension St. Thomas. And we put 4 big lighting towers out there from Farrah Brothers. They donate those to us. Thank you, Steve, and everybody over at Farrah Brothers. But it's well lit. It's a gravel parking lot. It's easy access, easy in, easy out. It's just a short, 2 or 3 minute walk over to the Coliseum from that area.
What about people? Are you all manned pretty well with folks who are getting cars parked and making that as efficient as it can be?
We're getting better every year, and I think we've done a really good job from year one. So to say we're getting better every year, we're moving them in, moving them out. We've gained a lot of experience when it comes to parking. So Bill Richmond, one of our board members, does a really good job heading our parking up for us with the assistance of local Boy Scouts troop. and the guys just do a really nice job.
All right, Kelly Rollins is our guest today. We're talking about the Community Foundation of Rutherford County Rodeo coming up next Friday and Saturday, the 6th and 7th, out at Miller Coliseum, and we'll have more with Kelly about the rodeo and about the CFRC coming up in just a moment here on the Roundtable.
Hey, this is Trevor from Bell.
At Maples Realty and Auction, we handle traditional sales, auctions, and property management. And we have a development called The Maples with local builders and amenities. I'm Betsy Maples, and this is our team. It's our people. That's the difference. Call us today and let us help you get your property sold.
I refer a lot of clients to Maples Realty when we have real estate issues that are coming up. Working with Maples has been easy for me, easy for my clients.
Put our 57 years of success to work for you.
Sold! Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
Lace up your best kicks for a night of impact benefiting First Shot. Join us for the annual Sneaker Ball presented by Venture Express. Spend Sunday, April 26th with NFL Hall of Famer and Super Bowl MVP Marcus Allen. The event kicks off at 6 with a VIP meet and greet at 5. Reserve your table today. Call Coach Andy Herzer at 615-631-5312. We'll see you at the Sneaker Ball, benefiting First Shot on April 26th.
Life's too short to stress about insurance. That's why Ray Call at Rayburn Insurance is here to make sure you have the right coverage without all the hassle. He'll work hard to provide you with personalized service and finding the best solutions for you and your family. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or business insurance, Rick Hall's got you covered. Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. Let him handle the details so you can focus on what really matters.
Good Neighbor Events is brought to you by America Pest Control, Old National Bank, and the law offices of John Day.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
Now, WGNS Good Neighbor Events. The Rutherford County Library System is offering free computer classes over at the Technology Engagement Center. That's known as the Tech Center, TEC. For information about those free computer classes, get with the Tech Center. There is a grief support group every Wednesday morning at 10 at the St. Clair Senior Center in Murfreesboro. Sometimes getting together with others who are facing similar challenges is a great way to move forward. Once again, there's a free grief support group every Wednesday morning at 10 at the St. Clair Senior Center. That's at 325 St. Clair Street, near the Murfreesboro Square. And the Knights of Columbus Fish Fry is over at St. Rose of Lima Catholic Church every Friday night from 4:30 until 7 through March 27th. Oh yes, don't forget the Rutherford County Beekeepers Association meets on Monday night, March 2nd, 7 o'clock in the evening at the Lane Agri Park. That's the Rutherford County Beekeepers, Monday, March 2nd, 7 o'clock in the evening at the Lane Agri Park. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor Events.
Rutherford weather.
Overcast today with a slight chance for showers. High of 60. Overcast skies again tonight. Storms likely. Lows around 49. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on News Radio WGNS. Right now, 49.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, and they want to make sure you're in the loop. Head over to MTE.com to update your contact info so you can get those timely alerts on outages, billing, and more. That's MTE.com.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Welcome back to the Roundtable on this Wednesday. Chip Walters with you, along with Kelly Rollins today from the Community Foundation of Rutherford County. Jonathan Harmon's going to join me in the final segment. There's an event coming up over at Cedar Glade Brews that we're going to talk about there. But Kelly, one of the things I noticed is I want to give you, and you mentioned the founding donors, and there obviously is a board of community leaders who keep this thing stoked and moving along. And you, I think I saw something the other day. You guys have a new board member.
We do. Good friend of mine that I grew up with, Max Moss, Dr. Moss, joined our board recently. He and his wife, Dr. Mary Moss, have been involved with us for several years, attending events and supporting our organization. We're very honored that Max was interested in joining our board, and I think he's going to be a great addition to our board of directors.
Well, in your board, it's not a ceremonial deal. I mean, you say if you agree to be on the board of the Community Foundation of Rutherford County, you're gonna in addition to other things, you're gonna put a little sweat equity in there.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we do have a very, very active board. You can't do what we've done in a very short period of time without a very active board. So it's an honor for me to serve with the board of directors that we have, and I just try to do my part and stay out of a lot of people's way, and it goes very well doing that. But I appreciate you mentioning that, Chip, because we've got a lot of great nonprofits in this town and a lot of great leaders. And, it takes us all rowing in the same direction, as the old saying goes, working together. Teamwork, makes the dream work. So, we have a great board, and we've got, big plans on the horizon, too. So we're going to keep, chopping wood and stacking it high. So,
and we're here obviously talking about the rodeo today, but let's talk a little bit about the benefits that come back to this county through the Community Foundation and some of the nonprofits. You mentioned you're the kind of the savings account for a lot of nonprofits. Kind of talk about where some of the money ends up going and how it ends up helping folks with boots on the ground.
Well, annually, we have a discretionary grant process that the window will open this year on June 1 and close on June 30th. Our discretionary grant process is this simple. When the window opens, you apply, you complete the application, you submit it. All this will be done online. At the end of that period, on June 30th, we will pull all the applicants' information together, and we will go through it one by one. And through our vetting process, you first have to be in good order with givingmatters.com. That's one of the qualifiers. And once we determine that you're in good standing with givingmatters.com, that moves you to a qualifying stack where we will go through them, vet them. And
givingmatters.com is kind of a vetting website anyway.
It is.
Okay.
And we're very comfortable using them. They do a really, really good job on the front end, making sure that the nonprofits stay in compliance. Right down to making sure their website is updated with current board members, that type thing. So they do a really good job. We're going to continue using Giving Matters probably for some time. It just it really serves us well. So once you qualify, you get through the Giving Matters vetting process. Then our allocations committee will begin the daunting task of going through the applications and doing our best to make sure the money goes back to the nonprofits here in Rutherford and Cannon counties needing it the most.
Yeah. Now, do people ask for a specific amount or for a specific project or for overall help? What do you typically see in, if you could say, okay, the average application would be what?
We'll typically, and that limit has not been set this year, we will put a limit on what the request can be,
Okay.
and it's program driven. So we may get a request to fund 100% of a program or partially fund, depending on what their budget is for that particular program that they have going. We like when we can to fund the whole thing, but sometimes just doing our part makes a huge difference as well. So we will designate. We don't know this number yet. I'll leave it up to the allocations committee to set that number. But we'll set a range that we will give back this year, and that's our plan to give back. So again, we serve Rutherford and Cannon counties. There's not a ton of nonprofits in Cannon County, but we feel the need to support any of the applicants that may apply there.
Yeah, and and you think about, okay, United Way does a lot of things in Rutherford and Cannon counties, but kind of talk a little bit about the difference in what, like, Community Foundation helps. I guess you're not dealing with United Way projects per se, but there are very specific nonprofits that have specific goals and specific reach that and constituencies.
Yes, Chip, and I want to say this. One of the things that we're really, really striving hard to achieve is supporting the Rutherford and Cannon County based nonprofits.
Okay, there you go. Right.
There's a lot of nonprofits that have access to federal dollars, state dollars, and that's great. Some of the newer, smaller nonprofits of our community that are doing great work may not have the resources to even apply for some of those dollars available on the state or federal level. So we're really trying to focus on those. Those really are the ones that we'd put into the bucket needing us most, needing the most. Our dollars are raised locally. We're going to keep them locally.
Right.
And no one better to help.
And those dollars turn over.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what makes the rodeo it is by far the biggest fundraiser that you guys have all year long.
It's really our only fundraiser. We do have a Cuisine and Corks that's coming up on June the 4th. That's more of our thank you dinner or gala for all of our sponsors that have reached a certain level of giving in the past 12 months, and it's our way of coming together and for a really nice evening, social evening and dinner, and just saying thank you to. You've got to take care of those that help get you here, and we can't lose sight of that. However, we've turned that event through having sponsors into a profitable event for us too. So to some extent it is a smaller fundraiser, but the rodeo, again, taking place on March 6th and 7th.
It is the tail that wags the dog, isn't it?
It is. I mean, it's giving us what the rodeo has done. It's given us a medium to really grow our corpus of funds at a faster pace.
It's also a very visible thing that allows you to tell your story.
We have reached a lot of people that we may not have reached at this juncture of the game.
That's right.
Through the rodeo. It's a different demographic, too, than what we might have originally set out to market to. And, Community Foundation is community-wide. Obviously we have some folks that can give some very large gifts, but I can tell you, if you're out there today and you want to give a $10 recurring gift every month or $5, whatever fits your budget, we welcome all donations, and you can do that by going to our website. Again, the cfrcrodeo.com will get you there, or the cfrutherford.org is our primary website. They're both going to land you right on our website. But yeah, we're welcome to anyone that would like to support us and believe in our cause and believe in our vetting process and really believe in our outstanding group of board of directors and the difference we're trying to make here in our hometown.
you got involved, or like I said at the very beginning, and as you have been part of the board of this, has there been a story that has come along from a nonprofit that the community foundation has assisted, and in the back of your mind you goes, that's exactly why we do this, and it's probably more than one.
It definitely is more than one, and that's the great thing about doing what we do.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of good news we create with nonprofits, and again, we feel like we're just scratching the surface of what we can do, and long after myself and some of the other board members are long gone, a community fund. I mean, no better example of the good that's been done with an endowment than Christy Houston. I mean,
oh my goodness!
You take 40 years ago, the hospital sold, I think, for $43 million, and they've turned and put $119 million back into this community. I believe that's the number. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah,
I'll leave that up to Christy Houston. But that number, the bottom line is their dollars have turned over multiple times, and look at what they've sown back into our hospital out on Medical Center today. We're very fortunate to have such a great hospital, but that's just one example of what an endowment can do. And the goal is to grow and increase your endowment, your corpus of funds, so that percentage that you're giving back every year just continues to reach new heights.
Yeah, it does. You mentioned early on, you said that there are going to be some big things in the future. Any idea where you'd like to see this go?
Well, absolutely. We may not have enough time, but simply stated, we've just scratched the surface. And far as our corpus of dollars and what we're going to target to give out in the next 3 years, I think it's safe to say we've got our eyes on growing our endowment to $5 million, and that would be a very, very aggressive goal to have, but I believe it's reachable and obtainable, and we can start. Our goal is every year is to give back to the community more than we gave back in the previous year, and the only way you can do that is continue to grow that corpus of funds.
That an endowment. I mean, you look at it from, what you look at like MTSU's foundation and what people who have endowed scholarships, how many people they've been able to help over the years. That's happening again with the community foundation, and again, it all comes. It really where you can jump in there and help immediately is get your tickets to the rodeo next week, and let's go through it again. March 6th and 7th. That's next Friday and Saturday, a week from, not this weekend, but next, and out at Miller Coliseum.
Tennessee Miller Coliseum.
What times it start every night?
Doors open at 5:30. There will be activity starting around 6. The rodeo gets underway at 7.
All right. CFRCrodeo.com and cfrutherford.org is the Community Foundation website, but cfrcrodeo.com. Go there right now. Get your tickets. Don't get left out, and get out there and have fun.
Thank you for having me, Chip.
Absolutely. Kelly Rollins with the Community Foundation of Rutherford County is joining us. We will step aside, and we were talking about extra horsepower in the concession stand. We're going to talk about that with Jonathan Harmon. He's got a big event coming up over at Cedar Glade Brews, and we'll talk about that in just a moment right here on the Round Table.
Thanks, guys.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
takes all of us to power a community, both in plain sight and behind the scenes. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
What's the location of your emergency? I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. To stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate. We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
South Central Bank has 2 CD specials that will help your money grow. South Central Bank has a 5-month CD with an annual percentage yield of 4.15% or a 25-month CD with an annual percentage yield of 3.8%. 2 great ways to put your money to work. You choose the term that works best for you. $500 minimum balance to obtain the APY. Stop by any of our convenient South Central Bank locations today and take advantage of our 2 great rates. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
From driveways to highways, SRM Concrete has the right mix, on time, every time. Locally grown, nationally known, family owned and operated, SRM is the name you trust. SRM Concrete, you call, we haul.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
Premier 6 Theater on Broad in Jackson Heights.
Let's all go to the movies.
Check out what's showing at murfreesboromovies.com. Popcorn popped fresh daily.
Movies at the good old premises.
Premier 6 on Broad in Jackson Heights.
Do you have donations and the yard sale is just too much work? Then please donate to us at Steer Straight to Furniture and Thrift at 1007 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. You can also call us at 615-896-5730 if you have any questions. We are open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 6, and even Sunday, 11 to 4 for donation drop-off. Steered Straight to Furniture and Thrift. See you soon.
If you can dream it, Farrah Construction can turn it into reality. Shop local, Farrah Construction Company. I'm Ron Hall. Investing in property can be nerve-wracking. It does not have to be. Farrah Construction offers high-quality craftsmanship, quick response, and attention to detail. Our goal is to keep your expenses low while focusing on our attention on high-quality services. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Welcome back to the Roundtable. Chip Walters with you from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates and the Blue Raider Network. And welcome in Jonathan Harmon of Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates and Cedar Glade Brews. And we were talking about the rodeo earlier. We're going to shift gears and talk about an event coming up this weekend, and that is the upcoming Beer Fest, the Cabin Fever Beer Fest. So kind of talk a little bit about that. It's going to be going on at Cedar Glade, which is over there, Ridgely Road, kind of right behind Chewy's, which is where your place is at Cedar Glade. If you hadn't been there, this is a great opportunity to come by and test the waters.
Absolutely, yeah. So, my partners and I were talking about how Murfreesboro has had some kind of beer festivals in the past. A lot of times it's homebrew competitions and things like that, or the Oktoberfest over at the Oaklands is always a lot of fun. But they'll get 6 or 8 different breweries that'll come in, something like that. But nothing to the scale that we're doing. So a real beer festival. We've got 30 breweries from around the state and one from Georgia. So we've got folks, brewery coming in from Knoxville, one coming in from Memphis, Chattanooga, Wartburg, Tennessee. Chip, do you know where Wartburg, Tennessee is?
I do. I remember we had a football player at Middle, Jay Moore, who was a defensive lineman. He was from Wartburg, and it's up somewhere between Crossville and Knoxville, but above I-40.
That's it, yep. I did not know where Wartburg was, but I have now visited Wartburg.
Not far from Brushy Mountain Prison.
That's exactly right. That's what that's kind of their thing. That's their industry. And Wartburg's about the size of this studio. I have visited. It was quaint, but they have a great brewery there, Moco. So they're going to be down here, but lots of Nashville breweries. Of course, our friends at Middle Ground, Common John, all the surrounding breweries, plus some home brewers, plus vendors. We've got a guy carving logs with chainsaws, doing sculpture with chainsaw. That's going to be a lot of fun.
I've seen that done on TV, but not in person.
Oh, he'll be doing it in person. We've got an inflatable cigar lounge. Our friend over here at Whiskey and Sticks is setting up his big cigar lounge. It's going to be a good time, man.
And it's going to start what time on Saturday?
So VIP starts at 11, and general admission starts at noon. You get an extra hour with VIP, and it goes till 4 o'clock. But here's the best part, Chip, is when we set out to do this, we said, hey, we want to do this. We want to have a good time, but we also want to impact the community with it. So it is benefiting Read to Succeed. If you're familiar with them. And if you're not familiar with them, literacy in Rutherford County, and all kinds of literacy, everything from children literacy, adult literacy, and also ESL.
Right, and that is English as a second language. That's what we're talking about there. We do have a couple of tickets to give away. You can call 893-1450, be the first caller. Why not?
Sure,
and why not be the first caller? And Brian will get you set up with a couple of tickets. But let's talk about, and these are VIP tickets.
I was going to say, so these are sold out. Yeah. You can't buy these now.
You cannot buy the VIP ticket. That's great that the VIP section is sold out.
It is, yeah. So this is the 11 o'clock entry. 9 breweries will have special pours during this hour.
Okay.
So you get an extra hour and some special beer and some other fun, exciting stuff. So you cannot buy these now, but we're giving away a pair of them.
A pair of VIP tickets, 893-1450. You can call. Brian will answer the phone, and we'll get you set up, and you'll be able to pick them up here at WGNS. Kind of talk about the lay of the land. I'm trying to get it in my head of how everything is going to be laid out, because I've been to your spot numerous times, and
you're thinking, where the heck are you going to put all that stuff?
Where are you going to put all these people? You got that parking lot across the street. Where's it all going to go?
That's a great question. So if you walk out of our front door, of course, Murfreesboro City Schools now owns that building,
right?
And that's their bus depot. So we're going to have parking in that lot. And then Ridgely, to the left of that, if you're looking from our place, Ridgely runs all the way back to the railroad tracks. And so that piece of the street is going to be where the festival is.
Ah, okay.
So in between Haynes Brothers fence and the city school bus building and the railroad tracks.
So it's not going to be inside your building.
No, sir.
Okay, but so you've got a lot of street parking. You've got that parking lot.
Yep.
A lot of stuff down there around Bunny Bread. And
shout out to Lewis Bakeries is letting us use their auxiliary lot across the street.
That's good. Mm-hmm. So in addition to beer, are you going to have food trucks? That kind of thing. What kind of food will be available, and then we'll dive into some of the beers and some of the things that are going to go on.
4 food trucks. So Banh Mi, if you're familiar with them, they do. It's a Vietnamese food truck, but they do banh mi sandwiches and some other things as well. But the best thing that they serve, they make these wings that are absolutely out of this world. They're incredible. So you can get them with different spice level. They're a little Asian, they're a little barbecue, kind of together, and they're incredible. So they'll be there. Mamusha's Kitchen, which is a Polish truck, so pierogies all around.
Okay.
And a pork
some sausages.
Yep, all of that. And then another, they're more of a cart. It's called Trash Dogs. So it's a hot dog cart, and it's Travis and Ashley. So that's trash.
There you go.
See? But they put all kinds. Man, they crush up Cheetos and put on their hot dogs, and just all kinds of fun stuff like that. And then our 4th truck, Tennessee Craft Butcher. Their meat wagon. Yep.
Golly, it's
I
so
think
good.
today is Andy Holmes' birthday, by the way.
Okay.
So shout out to Andy, Tennessee Craft Butcher. The meat wagon will be there, and they are top notch.
And they are out of this world. And we've had them at a couple of MTAR events, and they're really good. So you said you're going to have about 30 breweries. Talk about the community of brewers here just locally, because got to give the Godfather Ozzy a lot of credit for with Mayday. He had such a great run at Mayday, and
12 years.
And I get it. At some point, got to hand it over and let somebody else do it. But I think you see him around town still doing a lot. He comes to your place
every Tuesday.
He does trivia, right?
Singo.
Okay.
Yeah, every Tuesday Ozzy hosts Singo at our place, and it's cool to hang out with him with that. He all the old Mayday folks come in and get to hang out and play, and Singo's fun. It's not like trivia. It doesn't take a lot of thought. You just listen to music, sing along, mark it on your bingo card.
Yeah.
It's super fun. We made Ozzy Mug Club. We call him Patient Zero. So he's Trailblazer Zero, and so he's a permanent Mug Club member at our place, and we love him. I mean, for craft brewing in Murfreesboro, he's the guy. He's the guy that started it.
Yep.
He had the vision. He did it first, and
did it great,
and did it well. That's right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And you and your partners have jumped in at Cedar Glade. The folks at Middle Ground do a great job. And the thing that, if folks have not been to either Cedar Glade or Middle Ground, you should. And the thing that you need to know is both of those places are totally family friendly.
100%.
And you all really go out of your way to make sure that it is.
Absolutely. And we would be remiss to not mention Panther Creek as well.
Correct.
They closed up. And those guys were home brewers, had a dream. They did it for a little while, did it for 4.5 years, 5 years, and made some really unique beer. They got a little crazy sometimes with some of their brews, and I loved it. It was fun. But then we opened shortly after they did, and Brandon opened across the interstate over there at close to Sam's Club, and are we competitors? Yeah, sure, right? We both are brewers. We both,
right.
Absolutely. But more than that, we're friends, and we support each other, and we take care of each other. I mean, there have been all kinds of instances where, we loan Brandon a pump, or he loans us a bag of grain because we're short, or whatever, right? So we just take care of each other.
And you both make good pizza.
My pizza's only okay.
Because that's exactly how you market it.
Yeah, his pizza is outstanding.
Yeah.
That hot honey pepperoni pizza that he makes is.
Yeah, it certainly is. Well, talk about some of the other breweries from around the state that are going to be coming in, because a lot of folks who may have an interest in this, and by the way, I don't think we've given away the tickets yet, 615-893-1450. Call right now, and there's 2 VIP tickets waiting on you.
Right here.
So right there.
Let's
That's right. If you're on the Big GTV.
Yeah.
But some of the other breweries that are going to be coming in.
Yeah, for sure. So first of all, one real nice treat. We've got a new brewery that's going to be opening here in Murfreesboro.
Okay.
Smack Dab. So those guys are going to
smack dab in the middle.
Well, it's just right off the square. Smack dab downtown. That's right. And so they're going to be opening, and we're collabing with them, and they've collabed with a couple of other breweries to get some of their recipes out. So they will be at the festival. So very excited about that. And then aside from that, I mean, gosh, so Ebony and Ivory out of Knoxville is coming up, make some really creative stuff. He makes a lot of seltzers, and they are, I don't like seltzer, but his are delicious. So my friend Chico out there is coming in. Soul and Spirits out of Memphis is coming in. Wanderlinger from Chattanooga is coming in. We mentioned Moco just a little bit ago. Of course, Common John's coming up from Manchester. From Nashville, I'm going to miss some, I'm sure. But
Common John's one of my one of my favorite spots
to
go. It's summertime. Their location there in Manchester.
Their campus, basically.
Yeah,
that outside space.
They got the outside space, and they'll put some good groceries on you too down there.
They will, and they will
and
also.
And they get some tasty stuff to wash it down with.
They do, and they put on some really great music shows as well. We've got Broadcast Brewing. We've got Yazoo. Let's see, Fat Bottom, East Nashville, Tennessee Brew Works.
And those you just reeled off right there are some that, you don't have to be, a big time beer person to have heard of those. You recognize those names.
Black Abbey's going to be there. Stokehouse. I don't know if you're familiar with Stokehouse. They're new.
No, but Black Abbey I am, and I've got a friend of mine who flips out over Black Abbey all the time.
Love it. Crazy Gnome, Cyanide Cider. So a whole brewery of just ciders. Anyway, it's going to be great. Evil Nash from Clarksville's coming in.
Okay.
Cedar City from Lebanon is coming in. Catfish out of Spring Hill. BS out of Springfield. I'm going to miss some. There's 30, so it's a bunch.
Okay, so now if you want to come, number one, what does it cost to get in general admission once it opens up at noon, and what do you get with that?
Sure. General admission tickets are $60. VIPs are $75, but again, we're sold out of those. The last two available right here.
That's right.
So those, with that, you get a taster cup. All your tasting is free, so 30 breweries, or not free, it comes with the admission. So 30 breweries, 2 to 3 to 4 different beers from each one, so you get a lot of taste, and then access to all the other places and things like that. It's going to be a good time. After party, right after that, 420 with Joey Fletcher. If you guys know Joey Fletcher,
okay,
incredible musician. So he'll be playing over in the tap room.
And so what? It's VIP at 11 o'clock noon. The general public opens up, goes till 4, and obviously you can taste but this is going to be
it's a party.
It's a party. It's a family atmosphere.
It's 21 and up.
21 and up.
This one's 21 and up. No dogs, no kids. Just because of, we're going to be drinking a lot.
That's right. Now we're and of course your Uber app will work over there.
Well, even better than that, I got to throw this out there. Our friend Scott Kimberly has set up Safe Rides with Lyft. So before you come, make sure you have the Lyft app as well.
Okay.
And so you can get a free ride, free safe ride home from care of Scott Kimberly.
There you go. Who is taking business right out of his own.
He would rather not do the work. That's right.
He's taking business right out of his own law office. Where can people get tickets?
Yep. CabinFeverBeerFestival.com.
CabinFeverBeerFestival.com. All right, Jonathan. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Chip. Appreciate you.
Brian, did we give them away?
Yes, sir, we did. Tim won those.
Okay, congratulations, Tim.
Thanks, Tim. We'll see you on Saturday.
That's right, and you can pick them up here at WGNS.
And, Tim, they are VIP, so 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, you can be there.
All right. Brian's coming up next. You can hear all of this again at the podcast section of wgnsradio.com. Folks, enjoy the day. Stay dry tonight. We'll talk to you again here on the Big G, WGNS.
This message brought to you by the Central Tennessee Regional Solid Waste Planning Board.
Subscribe to Big G TV. Local content that matters to Rutherford County.